So you want to know how I get water in my RV? I'm gonna show you. I'm going to show you how I get water into my RV. This is setting up at an RV park. So when you talk about hooking up, this is how I hook up and get water into my RV. So there's a couple things that I use, and these are not required, but these are recommended. This is going to be what you're gonna call city water, because this is coming out of the ground. This is the same water you get at your house, but I'm going to put it in my RV so I can take a shower and use the bathroom and do things like that, wash the dishes. Now, I have what's called a regulator, and I'll put a link to all of these things in the description below this video. But this is a regulator, and what it does is it helps with the water pressure going into the RV. So I don't know how powerful this water is that's coming out of here. So I don't want the water that's coming out of here to be really, really powerful and cause damage inside the RV. So if the pressure is really bad, it could cause damage. So you can use what's called a regulator. They have different kinds. This is what I use. I haven't had any issues yet. All you do is hook this up to a hose pipe, but I also include a water filter. So I don't ever drink the water in the RV, but I do want to just filter what's coming in because I don't know where this is coming from. So I just connect the water filter and the regulator together. And then I'll hook up to my water hose. Now this water hose came with my RV, and I do have another one just in case I need it, and also for flushing my black tank. I will put a link to all of these things in the video. All I'm doing is just hooking these up. So I have my water hose and my water filter connected. So I have water hose, water filter, and my regulator. And then I'm gonna just put this on lefty loosey, righty tighty. I'm doing this backwards, so. Okay, so that's on there. And then I'm just gonna take the hose and connect it into my RV. So down here I have my water, and for mine most of them are labeled, but this says freshwater inlet. So I just want to make sure that my tank is on normal versus tank fill, so that this is going into my RV. If I'm parked, I want it to go into my RV so I can use it. If I put it on freshwater, like right now we're getting ready to leave, we could turn on the tank and get water in it. So if we put this on tank fill, the water will start going into the tank to use for later on. So I can use it on the road when we're not hooked up and boondocking. And you can hear that. That's actually putting water into the RV right now. So I'm gonna turn that off, and you hear it stop. So I put a video out about boondocking. You can check that out in the description below this video, but it explains a little bit more about why we might want to keep water on board and how we use it when we're traveling. Make sure that this is turned on to normal so that you're actually getting water into the RV. If we're ready to go, I might say, hey, you know, I want to take some water with me. Now, if I didn't have this hooked up, I might want to turn my water pump on, because that's going to pump water into the RV. But, can't turn that off. Oh, yeah. Since I have this hooked up and there's pressure actually coming out of the water here, I'm not going to do that. So if I wanted to let water out of this, you see the water coming out? So this is my low point drains. So anytime that I'm trying to take all of the water out of the RV, this just helps get any water that's left over in the RV in different parts of the RV out. This is essentially how you hook up. The last thing that I want to do is just turn on the water. So I'm just going to give pressure to the water, and I have a feeling this might not be hooked up all the way, but. So that just gives water into the RV so that we can take a shower and wash the dishes and use the bathroom. So now you know how I hook up my RV to get water, either at the RV park or if I want to take it with me boondocking. But do you know all the mistakes that I've made? No, you probably don't, okay? You don't. Because if I told you, you might be like, okay, I don't want to ever RV. Then again, if I tell you, then you're gonna know and you're gonna want to RV because you already know the mistakes that I made, right? So how do we avoid that? Well, we check out the description below this video where I'm sharing my top 10 mistakes that most RVers make. Every time you get a new RV, there's new things that can happen because every RV is different. So you want to check that out in the description below, as well as tons of tutorials, vlogs that I share here on RVersity, my RV channel. I'm Blogging Brandy of bloggingbrandie.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.